Hi everyone, Sean from Laws Insurance. Thanks for tuning in. One of the hot topics in North Queensland over the last few years have been the increased premiums in home and contents and strata. They've been quite large and quite astronomical. But one of the insurers that's helping us reduce premiums is Sure Insurance. I'm happy to say that we have the Managing Director of Sure Insurance here today, Mr. Bradley Heath. Bradley, thank you for being here.
No problem, thank you, Sean.
Yeah. Now, Brad, a lot of people would know about Sure Insurance and what you do, but a lot of people in the community wouldn't know what Sure is. Would you mind telling us a little bit about Sure and how it started?
Oh, absolutely. So Sure is an organisation we've set up to write insurance in regional Queensland, so home and contents and strata insurance.
Yep.
We were formed around about 4 years ago and have been operating now for nearly 2 years. We're an organisation that does all the product, all the pricing, all the claims. So when you deal with Sure, you're dealing with the entirety of the process. We're backed by a worldwide insurer called Liberty Insurance, who's licensed in Australia, and they're one of the world's biggest mutuals and one of the biggest insurers in the US. So we've got the right backing, we've got the right processes, and we're an organisation that's dedicated to one thing, and that's doing North Queensland insurance.
Yeah, so you don't do Australia-wide, do you?
We don't do Australia-wide, we only do from Bundaberg North all the way up to the Cape and out to the border. So that's our specialty area, that's what we've been set up to do, and that's what we're very much focused on. So we want to specialise in that. We want to make sure that's the area we're providing the best service to and provide the best service to people of regional Queensland.
Is there any reason you don't do the rest of Australia?
Well, no particular reason. I mean, we know that people in regional Queensland have been hit very hard by premium increases over the last few years, and we thought we could do something better for them. And so far we've been able to do that. On average, we're saving people 35% off their premiums. That's on home and contents, and sometimes more than that on the strata side of it as well. So this is about doing specialist work for the people of regional Queensland and providing them with a viable alternative.
A lot of questions I get asked from consumers and customers is that why are we paying so much in North Queensland compared to, say, people down in Brisbane, down in Melbourne, further afield, when they seem to be having a lot of natural disasters. So they're having cyclones, they're having floods, hailstorms, yet we seem to be getting hit with larger premiums up here. Any reason for that, you think?
Well, look, I think that's been the mystery to so many people in North Queensland as to why they're paying when they're not the ones having events. And I think it's a reasonable question to ask. I mean, I think people in regional Queensland and North Queensland know that they're in a cyclone area. They live that, they breathe that. So they understand that the premiums, I think, are going to be a little bit higher. But what they don't understand, and it's the correct question, and quite rightly so, is why it's so much higher than other areas. And that's what Sure was formed to address and fix that problem, and that's what we're very much dedicated to doing.
Yeah. And I guess one of the questions I also get asked too about Sure is, now that they've come into the market, are you here to stay?
Look, we're here to stay. We've got long-term backing from our backers. We've taken out long-term leases on our office accommodation. We're here for the long term. So this isn't a matter of when a cyclone happens, we're going to cut and run. We're here for the long term. We know, and our backers know, that eventually there will be a large claim, like a cyclone, like a flood. That's what we're in the business of doing. That's what we're set up to manage. And our backers and ourselves know very much that's the reality of insuring here. So we're here to stay. We're here for the long term. And we've got plenty of capacity to continue to write this business and write more market share.
Well, that's probably the number one question I get asked is, they've come along into the market now, what are they like paying claims? Are they going to play out? Are they going to cover things, as you think, the bushfires, the catastrophes if they hit? You're going to be here and you're going to be able to do that for them.
And look, that's the question I would ask if I was a policy holder. That's great, it's a good premium, but are they going to be here to pay the claims? Are they going to pay the claims? Are they going to be fair? And that's something Sure set up, and everyone might notice our logo is Sure, insurance but fair. And this is very much about doing the right things when it counts, and that's paying the claims. We're not afraid of paying claims. We're experienced in this. We have the right builders, we have the right loss adjusters, and we have the right people to handle it. And if people want to use their own builder in that situation, we're perfectly happy to look at that, and if it's the right price, we will definitely let people use their own builders, and in fact we encourage it. So We're here to pay the claims. We've done it before, we know how to do it, and we know that this is the most important thing for people in North Queensland. Will they pay the claims, and will they pay them fairly? And that's the right question, and I'm here to say that's what we're set up to do.
Great, okay. Another question too around the strata and strata complexes is the fact that mitigation is a big part of Sure's motto and mantra, and that you do say that with mitigation you can reduce your premiums. So what kind of mitigation factors are you looking at?
Well, there's lots of mitigation people can do. So basic maintenance is always a good one.
Yep.
So keeping the place maintained, and really simple things like keeping your gutters clean, keeping the outside, the trees trimmed to stop that sort of damage caused by that. But other things that are really topical and burning issues for many units is the issue of flexi hoses.
So I understand that the number one damage or water damage claims is flexi hoses.
Look, it's a big issue for the industry, and it's a big issue for people when they let go. Unfortunately, when flexi hoses let go, and these are the pipes underneath people's sinks, when they do let go, they tend to silently flood the area. And often it happens at night and when people are away for various reasons. So this is quite a distressing claim for people. It causes widespread damage across carpet, across cabinetry, across skirting boards, and it's a very invasive sort of claim. So what we encourage people to do is get those flexi hoses checked every 12 to 22 years and prevent that claim happening. It'll save you an excess and it'll save you money on your premium as well.
And your premiums on a whole across the board are quite competitive. And I guess another question that people ask well, are they, because they're so cheap or competitive, is that because they're not offering the same covers?
So we cover all the things that people genuinely need. So we cover flood automatically, we cover storm surge, we cover cyclone, we cover all of those things that matter. And we're constantly upgrading the product to make sure that it's meeting the needs of the people and meeting the needs when it's compared to our competitors as well. So it's something that we want to cover as much as we can, the common things that people need. And we don't think there's many things in there, if at all, that people wouldn't be covered for. In fact, some of the things we've got are in excess of what our competitors cover as well. And this is a product designed specifically for regional Queensland. It's not a national Australian product. It's been adapted to Queensland. This is a product that was designed for the people of regional Queensland.
Good. And what about your future vision for sure? Where do you look to be going in the next few years?
Yeah, so we want to continue to ride in business. We've still, we've still got plenty of market share available to us, and we want to continue to save more people more money. And of course, the more people we write insurance for, the cheaper it will get overall. We're increasing the limits that we can write for our body corporate, for our home unit insurance, and we want to write more of that business for people there because we know it's a critical area where people are paying huge premiums and in many cases are completely unaffordable for people. So this is about doing more of the same and continuing to do it better and better and better as we go along.
Well, thanks, Brad. That's been very helpful, and thanks for your chat today. And we're happy that Shaw's in North Queensland. It's been a very good, helpful insurance coverage for our clients, and I'll continue to will be. So thank you for your time today.
Thanks very much, Sean, and look, thanks for all the great work that Lords do as well. You've been great supporters of us, and hopefully we're doing the right thing by your clients as well, and we'll continue to do so.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, Sean.
Well, that's all for now, folks. Thanks for watching, and we'll bring another insurance video shortly. Thanks.